Alrighty, here we are. Hello everybody, welcome back. And of course, yesterday we couldn't go live. And today let's get some pending things done. That simply means Kubernetes was pending, even WebRTC theory is pending. So all the pending things will be getting done today. So the main focus is not gonna be on learning, rather the main focus is gonna be on completing the pending things. And this is how the things are gonna be going on. As for right now, we will get the Kubernetes deployment done. That simply means we created the backend the last time. The backend was created, and that's it. Nothing more than that. So let's work on that a little bit more. To do deployment. This was the thing that we were working on. Code. And we are gonna be writing the configuration for that and all. So we already have the front end deployment. This is just the deployment configuration for the front end. I don't think that's created. Just a sec, we created this much, that's fine. Front end deployment, front end team. What am I doing over here? HTTPD. So okay, I'm using HTTPD over here, that's fine. And front end replica set we have, local cluster we have, pod manifest we have. This is the again which pod? Postgres pod, right? So at the end of the day, it is actually running many, so never mind. What are we gonna be doing right now? That's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be creating inside oops, I'm gonna be creating a backend folder. Inside oops only I'm gonna be creating a front end folder, and over here I will have their configurations and all, and this is how it's gonna be going on. But even before that, when it comes to the backend, so I almost have everything. And Docker desktop start. First of all, our main focus is gonna be getting it done anyhow today. It's been some time, so why not get it done? If I face the network issue and all, then I will just stop going live, and I'll still get it done offline. So this is how things are gonna be going on. As for the images, Docker images. So over here I do have the image of the to-do app. Now what is this? This is the combination of what? Let's forget about this to-do app. We have to focus on this one. We have to do backend. Even it would be better to just simply remove these images from here. So Docker RMI, and this one I want to remove, and this one I want to remove just for now. The name should rather be unstoppable to do backend. That is why I'm gonna be just simply removing them. So what is the problem? Unable to delete, must be forced is okay. I think error response from the daemon. This probably I need to force like this. Docker images. Okay, they've been removed right now. Never mind. What is the next thing that we have to do? Let's focus on that. And that is gonna be creating the deployment file inside the backend and the frontend. But before that, let's make sure the frontend is ready. Right now, of course, this is not ready at all. The backend, let me run that. So just a minute, give me a second. Alrighty, just a sec. Okay, so coming back to this one, what am I gonna be doing right now? cd backend ls, and similarly I'm gonna be changing the directory to the front end. And let's first of all get both of them done. As for the front end, backend, that's almost done. That simply means what all am I supposed to be having here? I have Prisma and the Docker file over here. So ultimately from over this workdir app, getting the package, one installing everything, then generating the Prisma over here. So ultimately image will have the Prisma client, and once it has the Prisma client, if using TSP, okay, let's not worry about that. So it will have the Prisma client, then again creating it. From there I'm gonna be getting package, node module, source, app, Prisma. One thing I'm missing here. How about the client? Because once the client is generated, I will have to have the client as well. And I think inside the source the client is there. Okay, the client will automatically be here. And apart from this particular thing, app Prisma.Prisma. This is not needed because of course we will not be migrating and all once it is once the image is created. and we'll have prisma.config.ts over here, and that's sort of fine. And then exposing it on 4000, but instead just simply starting it. So this is how it's gonna be started. Nope, this is not what I want. Even if it is using what? It is using bun over here. I still need to build this, but backend can run directly. Yeah, I need to build the front end. It is fine, okay with this. So ultimately this should be working. And apart from this particular thing, let's simply focus on the backend part, front end part. And as for the backend, I have this index.ts over here, and this index.ts has get to do's, and ultimately post to do's. I just need to post the title, mark to do's marked done. The to do will be marked as done, and lastly it has the delete to do and all. Okay, that's fine. And for this thing, I think I need to start Prisma as Postgres as well. So docker start Postgres DB. So that's started. That simply means it should be working right now. So docker, not even docker right now. How about running the image inside the container? If I'm actually containerizing the backend image, ultimately backend, then I'll have to containerize the front end, and I'll have to connect them to the same network. So ultimately I'll have to pass the network as well, network configuration. So not even, yeah, that sort of network configuration only. So in that case, both of them need to be, containerized. As for right now, I will be starting the front backend separately. So bun start should be starting it. Alrighty, so this is running right now, and the code I have, all out origin I have, and database URL I have. That simply means it will work sort of fine. Okay, how about the front end part? I haven't really done much here. Bun dev. So let's check out the front end. Like, I haven't really done anything. This is gonna be the most basic front end ever. The thing is that you should be able to create to-dos and all, and at the end of the day you should be able to delete. So yeah, this is just the starting fine. And what will I do over here? App, and have a normal div that will just simply show me all the to-dos, and it will have a form that's gonna be sort of like this for submitting the to-dos. That's right. Inside the form, I'll have an input box that over there I have to just simply enter the title, text, placeholder, enter your to-do, and I'll have a button that will just simply submit it. So add type is actually gonna be submit over here. Pretty simple. I'm not worried about designing it and all. Just it should be working, and I should be able to deploy it. That's what the main focus is. So once this much is done, it will be submitted. Whenever it gets submitted, on submit, I'm gonna be calling handle submit, and or handle add to do. That would be better. Sort of like this. It would be better to use. Okay, let's get it done manually actually over here. I could have used use form as well. I mean from React to form, but okay, never mind. So const, I'll have to do over here. To do or to do's? What am I supposed to be having here? First of all, I have to do, and set to do use state, and that's gonna be sort of like this. And then const to do's, there are gonna be many to do's as well. Set to do's use state, and this is also gonna be like this. And this is actually gonna be an array. And when it comes to to-dos, this should be having what? It should be having the ID and the title. That's it. I'll actually have to use the postman over here. And meanwhile, let me just simply create this function as well. Handle to-do add a handle add to-do async. Not sure about async, so let's not worry about that. It's sort of gonna be like this. And inside this, I'm gonna be getting the event that's gonna be form or submit event. HTML form element. This submit event should actually be coming from React, so this is sort of done. CLG event dot first of all I have to prevent the default behavior, so event dot prevent default, and then CLG event dot target dot value. Will I have the target value over here or something else? While submitting, what do we get? Event dot what? It does have the target over here. I'm not sure, but okay. Event dot target dot value. Let me just see. Event dot current target, if I'm not wrong. Who knows? That's yet to be seen. So let me just simply log both the things over here. Event as well. I'll see what I get. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be going on. And meanwhile, let me check exactly what we did here. So that was the testing, right? Yeah, let's make a request from here only. So the request is actually gonna go to the 4000 and forward slash to do's. I wanna get all the to do's. Let me send the request. So I need to have the ID, I need to have the title and completed. These are the things that I need to have. That simply means even if I'm sending the request directly, it's gonna be fine. So ultimately, when it comes to these to do's, even this to do, so interface to do ID is gonna be actually a string, and title is gonna be string, and completed is gonna be boolean. I hope this is fine. And once I have it here, so I'm gonna be giving this one a type that's gonna have a to do. Title cannot have to do directly, so let's not worry about this. This one will have that type, so to do type, and that's gonna be actually an array. So this particular thing is done. Now I have to see how it looks like. So let's even see the result. First of all, it should be using use the client over here at the top. Client, and this is how it looks like. Let's design a bit. Class name, height screen, flex, item center, even before that flex column, item center, justify center, let's see, this is somewhere in the middle. Okay, let's keep it in the middle. It's no use giving it a width, so let me wrap it inside this. And class name bg gray, that's gonna be sort of 700. Test is gonna be white. Whether it looks good or not, but at least it should be what, medium, 60. Not bad. Padding 3, rounded, gonna be large. Okay, let's do one thing. This whole design is gonna be given to this particular form here. So class name form, and I will not have this div here. Let me get rid of this div. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And this input, okay, what am I supposed to be doing now? Can I give it mx, not margin? width max. It doesn't work. In that case, let me make it flex. Once it is flex, it's gonna be flex 1. Super. And they will have some gap as well in between, so gap is gonna be around 2, probably 3. As for this add button, class name, even I just recently learned about some of the websites. One of them is Flowbyte. Like I just came to know about them. So how about just using them over here? Like instead of creating everything on your own, how about just simply using the input boxes and all from here and buttons from here? So such inputs I have here, and the input that I want to add, that's gonna be not search input, file input, input field. So this is how it looks like, right? So I can just use a normal one, it doesn't really matter. That input box should have a button in that. So in that case, this one is gonna be fine. We'll just simply specify that search, but we can just simply change it the way we want. And we have even this way, but it will be just simply showing the categories as well. And yeah, let's go with this one. Where is that? I think this was the one. Yeah. So gonna copy the whole code from here. So instead of writing the code on our own, we will be just simply copying and pasting the things. The class should actually be class name here. So let's see how it's gonna be looking like. So it actually starts from here. So class this. Well, that's bad. Okay, this is fine. And what is the next thing that we have to do? This for should be for HTML if I'm not wrong. HTML4 actually. This search should actually be added, and this was just a label that simply means the label of the input box. Let me remove this SVG from here. This is the search SVG. Okay, so this seems to be done, and this ID should be label should be to do, ID should be to do, type should be text, placeholder should be enter your to do, required is fine, and it should be add, type should be submit. Okay, let's see how it looks like. This is worse than I expected. So what do we have to do? I think I need to install Flowbyte if I'm not wrong. I need to integrate it for some way or the other. Next.js. So first of all, you can get it directly Flowbyte init latest. Add it to existing project. So if I create a Next.js project, that's fine. Add it to existing project. So npx Flowbyte React latest init. This command will install Flowbyte React and its dependencies, configure tailwind CSS to include and this custom installation. Okay, let's go with this. Let me run this, and hopefully what will I be doing next? Will it do the job, or do I need to do anything else? Create project, initialize this, and then of course you will have to add these things anyway. So let me first of all initialize this. So on the front end section, right? So copy, not really, This should be fine. Yes. Okay, so once it is initialized, what do we have to do next? Add in dark mode. If you want properly configuring dark mode, prevent flickering before hydration, then you need to add the theme mode script. So theme mode script needs to be added in the root layout. And what all happen when I install this? Unable to find package.json. That's right. Where am I actually? cd frontend ls initialize it here. And what will this do? Actually, I should actually be using bun over here. Is there any command for bun? Not really. Oh, this is insane. Quick start, just a sec. Probably if I run this command using bun, it should be working as well. Or nope, it is not gonna be working. So bunx, it will work using bunx, hopefully. Yeah, sort of. Is this actually working or not? I'm not sure. Installing provider using bun, yeah, that's fine, it works. Okay, so this has been installed. Once it has been installed, so ultimately everything got added here automatically. That simply means you have to just simply initialize it and it will be done. That simply means bun dev, if I run this, I should be getting good response this time because I have initialized this. Let's see. Am I gonna be getting that, or I need to configure something else? Next.js, we have to just simply do this, and that's it. The job will be done. You should be able to get the result. Just wait for a while and see what's gonna happen. And create theme, how do we do that? This create theme we get from the flow byte only, React. And custom theme, button, color, primary, secondary, size. So if you want to create the theme on your own, that's fine. Coming back to this one, this looks like this. Okay, let me do one thing. As for the color, that's gonna be at the top, BG gray 800. And how will it be looking like? It will look like this. Well, that's not the worst thing either, but how it looked like here, I think I need to go with the fields and the dark mode, because in the light mode, not this one, yeah, forget about this. What kind? In the dark mode it actually looks like this, but in the light mode I'm not sure how it looks like. So yeah, it looks really terrible. In the same way it looked like, so this is what happens in the dark mode, right? I mean light mode. Okay, so in that case I should have a light mode over here, and if I want to have the dark mode, in that case I have to configure it a little more. Configuring it a little more means Next.js, here we are, and here I have to add this theme script that's actually gonna be coming from flow byte on the header. Layout, root layout, don't really have head here, I'll have to create it. As for this theme script, let me just simply get it from here. So once I have it here, are there any changes? No changes as such. And suppress hydration warning. It is mainly for the dark mode. Let me see if I can do something regarding this. So that's gonna be inside HTML tag. I'm inside HTML tag, and if I use it directly here, okay, somewhere here I need to use, not that, this one. Suppress hydration warning theme. This particular thing got done. Add the following code to the page router. So body will have main and next script. Pages, if you are using pages, right? And the following code to page router. Yeah, that's fine. Okay with this. Next.js components. So button click me, and theme customization flow byte offers advanced customization for that. Over BG flow byte button, custom button. Additionally, we can create it like this, and this is sort of done. So ultimately, at the end of the day, anyhow, we will have this result only. And if I want to make it have the dark mode, then what do we have to do? Let me see that as well. So for the dark mode, introduction, JavaScript, MCP, LLM, changelog, Angular. These are the things that it actually supports. Configuration, dark mode. So in order to have the dark mode, first of all I have to have this enable dark mode. Okay, that's fine. Let me just have it inside global.css, and once it is there, then I have to add this script inside index.html. Well, in my case, how about theming? Theme is mainly used for like adding more and more extra things, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's right. So ultimately dark mode is mainly gonna be for that. But the thing is that if I actually use this particular script inside my layout, it's gonna be problematic, but ultimately overall things are given here. That's right. Let me see what happens if I actually use this. So copy it, come back to this layout, paste it over here. I'm not sure this is gonna be the best thing here. It is even giving me the errors. Void is not assignable to React node. Script. You cannot use the script directly over here. For what? Inside script, if you are using it's not supported here. Alrighty, so probably this is mainly for what? No, there should be some way. It's not like this is the. It is mainly for React. So in React we do have index.html. So it will be fine over there. In Next.js, there's a doubt. So it cannot directly be enabled. In that case, what am I supposed to be doing? It is saying what? It is just simply saying that you have to add the dark class. Local storage guest theme. If that is equal to dark, then class lit add dark class. So ultimately this is your main job. So instead of using this script over here, you have to use the logic of Next.js and just simply add it conditionally over there, and the job will be done. That simply means if I use the document element and if I use the dark over there, then what will happen? and just these are the normal buttons and all. And theme toggler, get element by id, theme toggle dark icon, light icon, and then at the end of the day you are adding light local storage set theme. So yeah, you are adding this light theme or dark theme to document element. That simply means if I do this much right now, actually class, that is class, right? Yeah, class list. So if I add dark over here, then what will happen? And removing the color, in that case paste dot this bg gray, it doesn't have any effect. I was trying to do something else, got busy doing something else. I'll get it done really soon. Like if it works, that's great. Otherwise we'll do what? Skip it. Local storage set color theme dark. Okay, that's me. It's being said. Document to document class list add dark. So dark needs to be added as a class. And once it is added as a class, then it should be working. Yeah, it should be working, but you need to use dark over here for this style. Okay, that simply means the default style that I had, that was for the light mode, that is right too, but the dark mode was selected here. So let me do one thing. I had this default style over here, input, where am I supposed to be getting it from? Input field. So this kind of input boxes are there. So I think I copied this one only, if I'm not wrong. This one, then I should be getting this border around this, but I'm not getting. If I just copy it again and replace it, still getting just the normal one, and there's no design at all. So that's problematic. I'm definitely missing something. Because of that thing, the style is not being implemented over here, and the question is that what is that thing? So there is no style from the flow byte side. Okay, so in that case, global.css, let me get it off. This is mainly for the dark mode, so let it be here anyway, no problem as such. And layout.tsx, if this dark is here, that simply means dark mode will be enabled. If you have dark style, that will be applied at that time. Coming back to the global.css, flow byte did this. Anything else that I can do? Literally one thing I missed. I never applied CSS. It still looks like that. Insane. Interesting. So even if this global CSS is applied right now, it is still giving me the same result. Even global CSS was applied over here, so it doesn't really matter whether I applied it here or somewhere else. It should be working. That simply means the problem is not this global.css. In that case, let me go through the documentation. What else? So to check the doc, let me reload it first of all. I think I should just simply get going with the Kubernetes part. As for this front end thing, we will be exploring it later. Next.js, I've sort of done everything. Like, are you sure? npx create this. Flow byte init, we have done that. If you want this, then do this. We've even done this. add the following code to app router, and then this is page router. So we are going with this right now. Next component, it is just simply asking me to just simply get that. So let me get the button from the flow byte and see whether it works or not. Okay, got the region. These buttons and all, they're not really being imported from flow byte, and because of that thing I'm not getting any result. That simply means if you are using this form input field, you will actually have to import the things from flow byte. Hence, which one was I using? This one. I need to expand it, and once it is expanded, well, I'm not really getting anything. Then edit on GitHub. Can I do that? This does not work directly. I need to import. Importing means what? Importing means, let me see if I can import this form. This cannot be imported. Label from flow byte. Okay. Do you forget about the input? I have this normal input and few are from the flow byte itself. Okay. How about this button? So yeah, you can import them, but then they look like this, and I don't want them to be like this. So normal button should be there. So let me click on quick start and see if I'm missing something. npm install flow byte. I don't even have flow byte. Do I have that? No. Let me see. Do I have flow byte here? Package.json. Yeah, I do have it as a dependency. When I initialize this, it got installed automatically. Okay, so flow byte react I have. How about bun add flow byte? Probably I need to edit separately as well. Let me see if there are any changes once it is installed, or I will have this flow byte react only here. It turns out I do get the flow byte package here. Let me start it again. Bun dev. What will happen this time? Reload it. It has been compiled, right? Yeah, still getting the same, even if it is compiled. This design that I have on this input box, that's bothering me. Remaining things are fine. In that case, I have that installed. What is the next thing that we have to do? We have to add these two things. So are they added or not? We were supposed to be adding this URL and flow byte theme default. They are not added. So will I see changes here now? It failed because it has URL. So at the rate URL is the problem. Let me get rid of this. Insane. So let me get rid of this. What is the problem now? URL fonts. So URL fonts. Theme default. If I get rid of this as well. I'm gonna skip it very soon. Like, if it works, that's great. If it doesn't work, forget about that. This is mainly for what? input.css, one of the followings. This plugin needs to be installed. So do I have this plugin here? No, I don't. So let me add it here. Do I have the source? Let me see. I didn't have this source either. Then am I gonna be seeing some changes here? It turns out not really. So okay, what is the next thing? I need to add this script inside index.html, and I don't really have this index.html here. So how about in Next.js? Not Next actually. Custom installation, do this, this. Wow, I need to have these types of buttons. Literally, I thought it would work directly, but the thing is that in Next.js you have to install those buttons directly. That simply means, I mean, sort of everything is right. I just need to get rid of these things. And as for the input, I mean these elements that I'm actually using, there should be these button, and let's see how this button looks like now. And this looks like a crazy eye. Never expected that I will have to import it here. Like this label should be coming from flow byte only. This input text input should be coming from flow byte only, and this is how things look like. Now it's strange, so this form should actually be coming from there, but I don't have any anyway. There's no way to get a div from there. I'm gonna be switching to the normal one. Forget about exploring these what I had initially. Forget about exploring these. My normal design was enough. As for exploring these ones, I'm gonna be doing that later. This was something that I had initially, and I had just simply written the code for it, and this is how it looks like, and that's what I want actually. Don't want any fancy design involved. And again, anything, even if there is a framework, like I mean, what, like design framework and all, that will take time. So at least I need to know the basics. I'm not even aware of that. Okay, so BG gray 700. This is how it's gonna be looking like. Let me make it around 800. So yeah, this is sort of fine. I can even say that this input box height full, it does not have, so height is gonna be how much? This height full should be working, and if giving the height full does not work here, that simply means it doesn't have enough space. So in that case, height 10, that's fine. And px is gonna be, not px actually, padding left is gonna be 3, and as for that particular button, let it be here, add button, and probably it needs to have some kind of bg color, so bg gray, and let's make it bg blue, and around 700. Not really gonna be worried about the styling and all. Let's call it here, I mean just like this, px3. That works for me. Okay, what do we have to do next? Let's simply continue with this. So apart from this particular thing, I may have some to-dos. Those to-dos will have the id suppose 1 right now. We'll have title is gonna be suppose high, I mean that's not the best one. We'll have completed, that's gonna be suppose true. So this is how I will have the things. So let's simply map through them over here. So to do start map, I'm gonna be getting the to do from here, and once I've got them, and div is gonna be here, just like this. Once I got the to do, so I will be rendering to do dot title over here. So this is how it's gonna be going on. As for giving it the key, that's actually gonna be to do dot id. id is always gonna be different, and string is not assignable to key null key null or undefined. How about if it does exist? It is actually a string, and over here I made it a string, and this is actually an array. So how about when I pass it directly, what happens here? So to do dot id, the expected type comes from the key which is declared on the type bit. String is not assignable to key. It works this way. It doesn't work directly. For what? You can even work with it index edge. It works here as well. So to do dot id, what is the problem with this? And if I have to do dot id, then only this, otherwise but a string still problematic. So ultimately there is a problem with this thing here. The type should not be the type is the to do over here. That simply means I'm gonna be getting this, this and this string. Is this gonna be working this way? Oh yeah, the type was wrong here. This is how type should usually be assigned. So that was problematic thing. Once it got done, then what do we have to do now? That is it. One extra thing that you can do here, that is inside this you can have two divs. First div will have this type, second one will actually have the delete button, and that's it, that's all. So this is how it just simply looks like. Hide, delete and all. Let me just simply design it a bit better. So class name bg gray around 700 here as well, that should be fine, but both of them should have some gap widely, or probably 5. This will have text white, and apart from this, let me make it flex. Gap is gonna be again 3. Once it is flex, class name flex column, gap is gonna be 2, and this should actually be just flex. And as for the gap, I'm gonna give it fixed width. Fixed width in the sense width 96. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. Flex and justify is gonna be between. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Px is gonna be around 3 and py is gonna be around 1. So I hope this is fine. As for the border, around it is gonna be large. As for text is gonna be large as well, doesn't really matter. And as for this delete button, class name and bg head 500, so or probably 700, and that's fine. Px is gonna be around 1. Py is that fine? Yeah, py is fine. Rounded is gonna be medium over here. Cursor is gonna be pointer, and whenever I double click on them, so at the end of the day, the top one, probably this one, should have a text, what, underline, nope, not underline, text line underline doesn't work. In that case, I need to have just a line that simply crosses it. So let me do one thing. This is the thing that I have here, and what else am I supposed? Just a minute, give me a second. Alrighty, let's simply continue. Ignore the noise around me. And what I wanted to do, that there should be a cross button, I mean cross line here in the middle. And to have that, I can have it somewhere here, but then all the things are gonna be in the middle. So there was a property, I mean text. Oh, that was line through if I'm not wrong. Yeah, line through, let's see. So line through looks like this, and if I have it here, what if when I have it at the top, somewhere here? So it is like that. Let me just simply have it with the text, the title, line through, and it's gonna be sort of like this. If it is completed, and the delete button should still be there, okay, that's fine. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Anything else that I want to do? Nothing else as for right now, and I'm gonna be removing this line through property for now. Later I will be adding it conditionally. Alrighty, so we've done this much. Now let's see if we can do some more. Delete this. We do not even have the edit button. That's actually gonna be a lot. Even I will not be implementing this delete option. Let's only do this much. Like you should be able to add the to-do. The to-do should be able to be rendered over here. Then we will switch to, I mean, go to the deployment part, because it will take a lot of time. So for getting it done, I will have the to-do over here. And once I have the to-do, especially this form is not gonna be working over here if I wanna see the result. Just a minute, let me do one thing. Add. So it works like this. I will have to reset the form, and resetting the form directly does not work, or does it? So the easier way can be get rid of this. Let's keep it normal, and as for this button, let's make it a normal button over here. And whenever I click on this particular button, on click, so at that time I'm gonna be adding on click handle add to do. So that one I already have there. Handle to do add or add to do, that was add to do. So what is the problem? It is not gonna be getting any event at all. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And whenever the values are changes, change the, so I will get the value that's gonna be to do, and if the value of this to do changes, so on change uh, set to do, and that's gonna be event dot, I don't really have event here, so event dot target dot value, and that is it. So as I enter the value, if I click on this, now the request needs to be sent to the database. This is the only thing that we are gonna be doing. I'm still wondering how am I gonna be getting the environment variable here inside the component. Like here offline it's good, but when we deploy it, let's see, we'll figure it out over there. As for right now, front end I have, it will have .env, and backend URL that's gonna be 4000, and what is the next thing? I have the backend URL and I'm gonna be using, so let me check it really quickly. So yeah, I just need to add the to-dos here to just simply get all the to-dos, and you don't have to just get the to-dos, you have to add the to-dos as well. Interesting. So to-dos is here. Let me see how long it's been. Forget about this. So to-dos, and what is the problem here? Next public URL. This is not found, so of course I need to use process.env.this. So this should be fine, and this way I'm gonna be getting it, and I have to just simply add the to-dos, of course. So in that case, method is actually gonna be post over here. As for the body, we just have to send this to-do name. Ultimately this should rather be the title here, so title, set title, how about naming it to-do title? Okay, let it be. The naming doesn't really matter, even if that is to-do. And then what is the next thing? Body. As for the body, we will definitely have to parse it over here. What body am I gonna be sending in the database? To the backend side. Just with the title, that simply means I can have, I think I need to parse it here, stringify it here. So json.stringify, and I'm gonna be passing the title, and the title is gonna be nothing but the to do here, if I'm not wrong. Let's see what's gonna happen. And once it is sent, so const JSON response, this is what I'm supposed to be getting, so await response.json, and once I have this, I'm just simply gonna be logging this JSON response here. Pretty simple. It will just simply send the request, I will be getting the data. The backend is already running, so let's see what's gonna happen. Clear this, send the request, not found, a localhost 3000 /4000 to-dos. So it is sending a request to 3000, then 4000. Page.tsx, backend URL. What is the backend URL here? That's .env, and that is 4000. Got it. What is the problem? It should not be just 4000, it should be http localhost and 4000, and that is why Next.js was adding the remaining things by its own on site, but okay, never mind. Let me send the same request again. Something went wrong. So ultimately this is the message that I got from my server. Okay, interesting. Ultimately the request is going there. What is the problem here? The problem is that request.body probably cannot be structured title from null or undefined. It is not getting request.body here. So Why isn't it getting? Am I not sending from here? What is the request? Just a minute. Network all. This was the request that got sent. Payload. So it was there. Don't I have to stringify it? I'm not sure whether I have to stringify it here or not. So let me send it directly. I definitely need to stringify it. But the thing is that if I'm sending this request, what am I missing? Body JSON.stringify data. Okay. Fetch API JS. Let me see really quickly. Again, it's gonna be taking time. My network, that's amazing. Literally, how long are you gonna take? Okay, that's fine. So over here, URL we have, that's fine. Await fetch URL, so we will be getting the response, and await response JSON. That's gonna be the result. How do we send the body here? Method is post. Body is gonna be JSON.stringify, send the username. So ultimately, we are doing the things right away. So what am I missing? It should be working. The only thing is that this data is not being received. So ultimately, whatever I'm sending from here, that's not being received. That doesn't mean that is wrong. Okay, so to do is the title, stringify and /to do. Method is gonna be the post JSON.stringify. If response okay, and if it is not okay, in that case, what can I do here? In that case, I can just simply throw the error. Alrighty, so it will be just simply giving me the status code, exactly what happened, and then it's gonna be giving me the response and the JSON response. Ultimately, I can even call it result, anything, doesn't really matter. And if there's any error, let me even log that value as well. I mean, I'm gonna be catching that. So try CLB error, adding the to do error. So alrighty, this is how things are gonna be going on. And apart from this particular thing, do we need to do anything else? Not really. Let's see. Mainly on the backend side, the request, the body is not being received. So am I? Let me check one more thing. On the backend side, index.js, express.json. It should be coming. Bunch start, bun dev, sort of done. Let me come here, reload the page. Let me add this, send the request. Error response status 500, handle at to do. So this is where we are just simply facing the issue. And next public backend URL /to do network. Close this. Am I missing something? And why am I not getting the request going from here? Clear everything, send the request. This is the one. And headers, HTTP localhost 4000 to do. The request goes here, and that's the internal server error. Of course, on the server side, I'm getting the error here, and it is simply saying that request.body So cannot destructure property title null or undefined value. So let me do one thing, same thing I'm gonna be doing from this side as well. So that's gonna be a post request. Title is gonna be new, not a script, rather the body, and title is gonna be true, really true. New title. Okay, this particular thing got done. And if I just simply send the request from here, I am getting the result. So if I send something from here, it gets sent. If I send something from the front end side, it doesn't get sent. Page.tsx, first of all, you can directly make the request, can't you? It is possible to make the request to the backend. Even the request goes to the backend. And when it comes to this particular request, so it does have this payload. Okay, what can be happening? What am I missing here? Let me see what kind of request I get on the server side. Otherwise it's gonna be crazy. Ignore the noise around me. Even I may have to just simply stop my live here because of the noise. Just a minute. Alrighty, so coming back to this one on the backend side, I'll definitely have to just simply, like, because of the noise, I will have to stop the live and then go work on this thing offline. But I will work on this anyway. This needs to be done today. But before even that, whenever I send this post request here, I'm getting the title from the request.body. What is the request.body here? Body is gonna be equals to request.body. What am I actually getting on the backend side? Let's see. I'll keep going on as long as it is possible for me, and then of course there's no another way except just simply stopping it. Send the request came here. Do I get the body? Body is undefined. Why? Do I need to add the content type as well over here? Let me see. So on the front end side, page.tsx method I have. Let me see when it is mentioned in the documentation or not. Content type. So do I need to add the headers here? Let's see whether adding this will solve the issue or not. Okay, content type. What is the content type over here? Application /JSON. Hopefully this is the one. So yeah, let me do that. Probably this was the thing that was missing. I'm not sure, but let's see. Yeah. I did not give it the type. I thought it would get automatically, and because of that thing, we've been just simply facing this issue. As for right now, we definitely got this body here, and everything worked. So we just missed this headers section, and I was facing the issue. Okay, never mind. Then in that case, let me get rid of this log here that I had. And once this particular thing is done, then what do we have to do? This thing is done. Let me just simply make it a bit better here. So simply means whenever I'm getting the result, even I have to push this result to the to do section. So once I got the result from the backend, then clg, let me log the value of the result as well. I'll have to end this live. You can just simply hear the noise around me. Alrighty then, I'll have to call it. I'm just simply still gonna be working on this. Probably by the evening I will be able to show the result. Until then, bye bye.